Hello YouTubers, Troz here, and I'm back doing some more Kerbal Space Program with the Satellite Launcher 2. This is the ship and satellite we used to go to Eve last time. And I'm thinking of going even closer to the sun this time. We actually haven't gotten any close to sun science, so I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe we'll even pass by Moho in the process and get some science from there. So let's do that. Now this is an ion-powered spacecraft, and since we'll be flying towards the sun, we shouldn't have any problem. And because we're basically electricity powered and we use very little xenon gas, we should be able to get arbitrarily close to the sun. So let's do that. Let's put our throttle all the way up. Turn on SAS. Let's show our resources here, and we're gonna launch in 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Lights. We have a little bit of light. We always seem to launch at night for some reason. The only thing we have to watch out for is the separation of the solid rocket boosters, but I think I fixed that issue last time. They took out some of the control surfaces on the bottom here. The big wing makes a little unwieldy. We got some lift to compensate for, so the fins on the bottom help do that. A bit fast, so let's throttle back a little bit until the solids are almost out. Which they are now, so let's throttle back up. And they pass us momentarily and then fall away. We are slowing down a bit, but as the air thins, we will pick that speed back up. In fact, it's going to be leveling off now. We're a little late on our gravity turn, but about to do that now. Let's rotate so that it's easier to do this, and let's head over to about 60 degrees or so. Not too far, so those wings will definitely start to catch the air and pull us over, but something about like that. Not doing too badly. Just gotta watch the heat on the engine, but we should be okay. Let's check the map. Definitely picking up speed. Over a little more, about 45 or so. We're actually really in space at this point. leveled off here. And come on. Back. Just cut the engine until we're up here at the apoapsis. Shouldn't be too bad. About a 31-second burn. And the problem is getting our nose pointed in the right direction. I think we have RCS on this. Hopefully we do have some time till the burn. There we go, the nose is coming back up. I'm going to burn in about 20 seconds. Hopefully the nose will be approximately in the correct position by then. That's not bad. And we still have plenty of fuel left, like we did last time. Somewhat expected. So we want to pass as close as we can to the sun, and perhaps even pass by Moho in the process, which means we're going to have to slow down our orbit. Which means since everything orbits this way, we don't want to leave going backwards. Which means leaving somewhere like there. That's a little better. So it's a burn in about 7 minutes. And not sure how much delta V we'll have, but we want to put as much delta V in as possible. Let's for now set Moho as our target, and maybe we can get a gravity assist off Moho to get even closer. Now we do have plenty of xenon gas and electricity, so we'll be able to make many course corrections or slow us down as needed. Yeah, well, we're not going to get going 2,000 meters per second. Probably do 1,000 meters per second. So let's set that back. because even if we get 1,000 meters per second, we're gonna need to slow the shuttle part and get that back. That will get us down. Well, that'll get us to Eve's orbit. We'll see how much we have. Maybe we can do 1,500. So we got to Eve easily last time. Be careful when you're mousing over certain things. Let's try 1,500. Alright, we're in the sun now. Our little solar panels charging us up. Got about a half of a tank of fuel there, and a bunch of fuel here. Alright, this is 4 minutes until the burn, but we're probably gonna run out. It's about a minute. I don't think we have a whole minute worth of fuel left. So I'm gonna start a minute beforehand. But before that, I'm gonna try to get pointed in the right direction. And taking a bit to turn here, but we're going. Alrighty, try to slow down so we don't overshoot the target. And yeah, that's pretty good right there. I'm gonna time warp here for about a minute. Alright, we're just about in position, I think. And let's get ready to go here. Full throttle. We may actually have the full kilometer-and-a-half delta V here. So now left sphere of influence. I'm just gonna. We are really close to Alright, we did close to 2,000, I think. Let's try try to get under control a bit here. And I'm gonna stage here and make us a little more maneuverable. Okay. Yeah, our trajectory is pretty good. It's going to put us barely on the edge of Moho's orbit. We need to get our satellite back, or out, and us back. Bill and Bill and Jeb. My software's FPS is right over it, so I couldn't read Jeb's name there. Alright, how are we doing here? We got plenty of power. Good. Let us attach. Can't tell. Alright, we're the satellite here. Well, we don't want that. Want our nose down so the satellite is free. Switch back to the satellite. Oh, that was the ring. We're gonna extend the panels. And just gonna throttle the engine up a bit. Gonna activate the engine. Just to move away. And yeah, the satellite is on its way. We, however, have to get back. And that basically means, well, put this out a few minutes. Coming back down. What's the minimum we can do? Alright, we need about a kilometer delta V. 1200. Let's hope we have it. Five-minute burn. That's gonna be some burn. Let's see, we are burning a little over 1 unit of fuel a second. But it's really the oxidizer we have to worry about. We're 5 minutes is 300 seconds. We will have enough fuel. At the rate we're currently burning oxidizer, we will use up 432 units of fuel in 5 seconds, but we really only need 4 minutes at this point. And we have more than, well, we have 480 and decreasing, so we do have the fuel. So, that's good to know. See, our orbit is increasing. I'm going to physical time warp here. Yes, I'm pretty sure we can handle 3. Alright, we are getting close to staying in Kerbin's influence, and as you can see, we have about a third of our fuel left. Once we are within Kerbin's sphere of influence, we'll then work on getting a decent plan. You can see it's getting close, curving around. Oop. There we go. We're going to be 12 days out, which means 12 days back in. Now, we don't want to be that far out. Really, we're going to just keep thrusting at this point. Oh, we still got plenty of fuel. Let's keep going. Better off not whipping around the moon if at all possible. I'm going to stop with maybe 15 minutes of fuel left. Got down just about 2 hours. Get a even 2 hours? Well, 2 hours from here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Once we're at the apoapsis, let's kill that maneuver. I want to raise our orbit so our periapsis just skims the atmosphere. 55, maybe. Just stay up. 55 is a little too high. I'll do about 40, I think. And now let us kind of slow down, and hopefully from there we will be able to find this Kerbal Space Center is right here. In 4 hours, well, it's going to be over here. So if we're going to land at it, we need to slow down, but not totally come in at that point, and then we'll do a few little adjustments. For now, let us get ready for this maneuver and the time warp. There's the sun. There's Kerbin. Alright, let us time warp. Okay, here we are, right about the, well, slightly past the apoapsis, and probe's already halfway out of Kerbin's influence. We are going to do a small 17-second burn here in about half a minute. We're getting pretty low on fuel, but we should have plenty for this burn. And then we will get ready for re-entry. And hope that we planned correctly. So let's start the burn. 3, 2, 1, go. That should be good, hopefully. Plan is to slow down in the atmosphere, but not get completely captured. And we have 24 units of fuel, so basically about another 100 meters per second of maneuvering that we can do once we're through that. So let's 2.5 hours out. So let us time warp until we encounter. Here comes the Space Center, but we're going to be past it by the time we get in the atmosphere. So the plan is to hopefully do another orbit around ish, and come in on the Space Center. So we are about 7 minutes out, and I want to get our nose pointed forward. Much easier to maneuver now. At this point, we want to be something like that, I think. By the time we're in the atmosphere, we'll be heading in that direction. Let's fast forward again a bit. Not quite as quickly, because we're much lower down now. About to enter the atmosphere. It's a little better for what we'll be doing. Now, Kerbin just had the sun set on it. Kerbal Space Center. We'll be coming into the light momentarily, and hopefully we'll have reduced our orbit down to something like a 30-minute or so orbit. And nose down a bit more so we catch a little more air, hopefully, with the aerodynamics. Not much at this altitude, but there is some atmosphere. So we want to catch some, not really slowing down. We are a bit, but we're already about to hit our apoapsis. We haven't really slowed down a lot. And we are on our way up already. Only about halved our orbital time. The sun has risen and we're starting to recharge our solar panels. We are at a point where our orbit is a little over 2 hours to get back here. That means since Kerbin rotates once every 6 hours, it'll rotate a third of the way around. That will actually put Kerbal Space Center halfway around there. It will actually put it close to where we want to be. So all I will have to do, hopefully then, and wow, the probe is past min-miss already. Is when we get to the apoapsis again. It should be, yeah, we're totally out of the atmosphere now. Is do a small maneuver. it down to like 28, and that should definitely be enough to slow us down. In fact, let me bring it down to about 25, 20. Because at that point we'll be able to use the engines. That should be good, I think. Alright, let us time warp. That's an 8 meter per second burn. Hopefully I'll be correct in my estimation that will be roughly over Kerbal Space Center when we come down. And we'll be able to use the jet engines here to fly and land. Alright, we got about 3 minutes. Let's get us oriented properly. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can see where. Yeah, Kerbal Space Center. Well, this will be hard to see on YouTube, sorry about that, but I believe it's right here. Oop. Yeah, now I'm in where should be right there, and it has gone approximately halfway. We may wind up overshooting it a bit, but we have the enough liquid fuel to get us back, I believe. We're about 2 minutes out from that burn. Alright, I'm just going to watch this and get it down to about 22. That's decent. Here's our probe. Alright, let us get back. Alright, how did we do? We're not bad. Our periapsis is going to be over the same continent. All we have to do is fly over those mountains and land at Kerbal Space Center. Of course, we're actually probably going to really enter the atmosphere over here. But we do have the engines, hopefully, to get us where we need to go. In fact, This time we shut down that engine. And yeah, we want to start nosing up here. Want to get as much lift as possible. So we want to go downrange as far as possible. Those are the mountains on the west side of Kerbal Space Center. There's the coast, probably hard to see. There's water, and we're approaching the coast. And we are beginning to slow down. We're suborbital. Just checking out the view. Alright, I'm gonna start the engines. Still flying pretty fast. We should be within the flyable envelope. Actually, no longer falling. We're actually climbing at the moment, but I don't really want to be climbing. I want to just be kind of holding the level until we're even descending slightly. The mountains are only about 5,000 meters up. I think we can turn slightly south. Well, just the other side of the 90 line. There we go. Two. Come on. Turn back. This is pretty good. We're slightly nose up, but slightly descending, which is fine. I'm not sure how far we have to go, but we need to cross those mountains, and looks like we may just land in as the sun is rising. About 100 kilometers away from something. Not sure what that is, but I think that is at Kerbal Space Center. We're about 9 kilometers up, 90 kilometers out, and actually basically holding level at this point. Which is fine. Assuming that is Kerbal Space Center, we're heading pretty much towards it. towards it, causing the nose to drop a little bit, but we're heading towards it more or less. Kind of lost another 1,000 meters or so, but should be good. It's flying pretty fast because we're at a decent height. About to cross over the mountains. This is one thing the shuttle couldn't do. It didn't have any engines as it came back. It was basically a big glider at that point. That's why engines are useful. I didn't have to meticulously plan exactly where I was going to come in. Came in roughly close to where I needed to be, and then can use the 300 or so fuel that I had left to fly wherever I need to go. We are about 40 kilometers out, and maybe we will land before the sun comes up. Down to 6 kilometers, approximately. We're 32 kilometers out. I'm gonna throttle back a little bit. Whoa! I am not sure what happened there at all, and that is bad news for our guys. I am not sure what happened at all, or how are they going to deal with it, but somehow we're flying a little sideways. And let's get that nose up. No, we're getting a bad spiral. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, wow. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to watch that, but the wing just came right off. Wow, that's a disaster. I'm not sure how the KC guys will deal with that. But we did successfully launch a satellite. What is this? Just parts of our crash ship? Yeah, that's... Oh, we got a wheel over here. Well, guys, that'll about wrap it up for this episode. We'll try to recover from this tragedy, make some improvements to the ship, and we'll come back next time and see if we can get any good science from that probe. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. With this probe.